Hi family, it's Olivia, the Eastern Queen. I'm super excited today because it's been long since I last appeared before you guys. So coming back before you, I don't take it lightly. I'm so much honored and humbled to be before you. And I want to remind you, I'm about emotional intelligence. Talk about abuse and then healing. Lots of people have been emotionally down, that they have actually failed to get back, to pick themselves up. There is that one person that could speak to your life and you get the courage to keep on going. So here I am. I've come with a topic today, discuss as in issues to address before you get into the real relationship. I mean, there are lots of people that get challenges a long way as they walk in the journey of the relationship, and then they reach a point of feeling like, I think I should throw away the towel and step aside. Or maybe they give up on the relationship. It is because there are certain things that they did not address at the beginning of the relationship. There are certain things that you really have to consider. A man approaches you, but before you get into the real business of dating this guy, thinking of getting married to him, spending the rest of your life with him, there are things you have to address. Yes. And what are some of these things? These are the things that I'm here to discuss. Number one, relationship boundaries. I think it is very important, though most people do not think about it or consider it. It is important that you discuss the limits or boundaries that each one of you has in this relationship. I mean, talk about things that you think if your partner did them would offend you. Tell him, do you have a problem him coming to your place? Would you get offended? I mean, would it offend you? Would you want, if you're to meet, you meet in a public place? There are people who do not mind about certain stuffs. And there are people who think it is okay. She's my girlfriend, so I think I can go to her house. I think I can check on her. Tell them, for me, if you did ABCD, it might actually irritate me. It might actually crash our relationship. Instead of waiting at that point when this person does something and you get pissed and you get offended. So talk about this. And then the other thing, intimacy before marriage. I mean, we are people from different backgrounds. We have the Christians, let's say, there is no sex before marriage. And then we have these, they are not Christians, but their principles don't allow them to have sex before marriage. You get intimate. So your partner will not know if you don't tell them. I mean, I am not a spirit. I need you to tell me. And then, even if you're the other partner that wants intimacy, tell me. I'm not talking about this just for these people that don't want intimacy before marriage. I mean, present your case. Let me know which side you belong to. Are you into it? You're not into it. Before we clash, because we will move, you're really into me, you feel I am the perfect mother of your children, you feel I'm the perfect wife you would want to spend the rest of your life with, and then you come with this issue, and then I tell you, sweetheart, it's a no-go for me. It's a no for me until we get married. So you might get disappointed and you feel like, so you might want to move out of the relationship. So before we reach there, present everything that you feel will have an issue we might bring an issue between us, such that we discuss it. If you tell your partner at the very beginning that, you know what, this, I'm not into it, this, I am okay with it, I don't think he might bring it up. I don't think he do the contrary. Another point, spending habits. I mean, we come from different backgrounds. I think it's very important for us, each one of us, to discuss as a couple to talk about money issues, financial issues. Lots of people do not want to talk about finances before they get married because they feel, we've not yet gotten married. But look, there is no marriage that comes straight from heaven. You develop, grow together day by day. You don't wake up from the blue and boom, I am so and so's wife. No. You date, get to know each other. But along the way, as you're getting to know each other, present this issue. Would you want to serve as a couple, or you don't, or that is something that you can't go in for? What items would you want you to spend on together as a couple? Because these are things that we really have to discuss. If we don't talk about money issues, if you don't feel comfortable to talk about money with me, then am I really worth being your wife? Because at the end of it all, I'm going to give you my whole self. So what about money? What's so special about money that you don't want me to know about your finances? You don't want me to know about your bank accounts? You don't want me to know about how much you're earning, and you're here telling me I want to give you my heart? Can you really fully give me your heart when you can't give me your finances? When you can't disclose your finances to me? Because we have to grow. A time reach when we have to invest as a couple. So how will I bring about investments if I don't know how much you're earning? If I don't know how you're earning, I don't know if you're not working and you're not earning. What do I know? Such that I know I have to pray for my husband to get a job. I have to stand with my partner and support him in this and that. Because I will wake up and I'm like, I want to go to the salon, but I'm planning to make my hair over the weekend. But the money I have, I was planning to do this. So maybe let me call my partner. If you're not working and you don't have any source of income, you don't have the money, it will look like an insult to you. But remember, this is something you hid from me. You did not tell me about it, so I don't know. I am coming to you because I know you're my partner, and my looking good impresses you, works for you. Another issue, fighting styles. There is no relationship that will not hit a hard rock. It has never been there, and it will never be there. But you have to learn how you communicate with your partner. Work on your communication. Think of how you can talk to him or her a way that will diminish the heat that the disagreement has brought about. You have to work in yourself. When you get in a relationship, life ceases to be all about you. You stop thinking about yourself but your other half. Wali akantu akati nikabade kakunyiza, but this time you don't work towards impressing yourself, or you don't work towards your only happiness but your partner's happiness. Think about the words that you're using. If you've been quarrelsome before you get into a relationship, think about, words are arrows. Ebigambo busale, there is a word that you can make or you can use that can really, really break this one's heart. Yet there's something that maybe you can't even let go. Like personally, I'll give an example, or let me talk about myself. I am this kind of person that I get pissed, I get offended, but there's sometimes someone can have an argument with me, and I know she's wrong or he's wrong. But because of the heat or the level of anger this person is at, I tend to I accept the blame. I don't give back. Like, I don't say anything back. Why? Because I know she's very hot now. If I also choose to speak back, it will be fire for fire. So I might end up saying something that will irritate this person for the rest of their lives. So what do I do to avoid that? Accept the blame, play everything cool, act like I'm not hurt, much as I'm very much hurt. But you know what happens? After some time, this person comes back to her senses and she realizes, oh, I was wrong. She may not come back and be like, I'm sorry about what I'm talking about, but I know she understood it, that she was wrong. And you will see her working towards bringing you back, bringing back the relationship. So if you really know that you love this guy, you love this lady, you see she has the traits of a kind of man that you want to spend the rest of your life with, then try to compose yourself. Accept the blame even if you're not wrong, just for once, and then find a proper way or a proper time that you, when she has cooled or he has cooled down, you come and present your issue, present your case, and tell them, you know what, I remember what we discussed the other time. You actually accused me of this, but this is how it was. Ngakakanye. Then, because you might end up losing this person at Bluetooth, he's a good husband. Another thing is children. Guys, I don't want you to be in a relationship, choose to commit, as in agree to commit with someone before you address this point, because it is not obvious that everybody loves children. I know most of us think that personally I love children. I don't know about you, but you don't know about your partner. We normally tend to feel or to take it like everybody loves children. That is not the case. I've seen people that swear they don't love children. They don't have to be parents. So before you commit with this person, look at your stand on children and then ask them. This is not an obvious thing. It's not an obvious case. So ask him, darling, what is your stand on the issue of children? If they're okay with having babies and also love babies, well and good. But if they don't want to make babies and your agenda, one of your concerns is having children, then I don't think you're I don't think you're with the right person. So think about it. I mean, don't just think about it. Ask him. Everything that you think might bring an issue, might become an issue later when you're married, address it. Speak about it before you get so much into a relationship with this person. Another point is relationship fears. These are things that makes you feel uncomfortable. Could be the age gap, education levels. With age gap, there are people who do not feel comfortable. Like maybe when you look at him, he looks younger than you. Or actually, he's younger than you. It might be something that brings discomfort in you because you're like, maybe as time goes on, maybe after you've given birth, you might grow older than him, and maybe you think that after some time he will realize and is like, I think I need to date someone that is younger than me. So address it. Tell him you feel uncomfortable for the fact that you're older than him. It could be education levels. You're not educated. Maybe you're educated, but you're not that much educated. And he's too educated compared to you. And you feel uncomfortable that maybe with time, he might think of getting someone that is on the same education level with him. Could be you're highly educated and maybe you want to know how he feels about your difference in education. So present that issue. It could be a child from your previous relationship. I mean, there are people who do not want to date people that have children already. Personally, I am a mother. I'm not married, but I'm a mother. But that is something, because I know, I have it at the back of my mind that people do not like dating people that have children. So I make sure that I present it on table. Anytime a man comes to me, the first thing that I present on the table, I am a mother. So if you're not comfortable with it, you leave there and then. I mean, because this is something that I cannot hide. I can't hide my child. That is my flesh. That is me. That is what defines me. So you love me with my child, well and good. You don't love me with my child, it is okay. I know there is someone else that will like me with my child. So women, this especially goes to you. You be there with issues that make you feel uncomfortable. You feel you're not complete. You feel you're not worthy, and you keep them to yourself. It is not good. Present it. Talk about it. You're a mother. Let him know that you know what you're taking, but I already have experience. I have experience in motherhood. So you are you okay with it? Do you have a problem with it? Before you clash. Later on. Another point is relationship needs. We've got to talk about needs as as partners and then as an individual. As partners, what do I mean? I mean the needs, like things I need for you, I need you to do for me in a relationship. This has nothing totally to do with finances or investing in. I mean, there's tiny things that I might want you to do for me. For example, let me speak about myself. I love safety. I want to feel I am safe. And how do I feel that I'm safe? I want to feel protected. I want to feel your protection. I am walking with you, hold my hand. I mean, yeah, make me feel that I am safe in your hands. And then there is someone who does not mind. For them, it's okay with them. Whether you hold my hand, you don't hold my hand, it's okay. For as long as I know you love me. Let me tell you something. If you're that kind of person, if you're like me, who loves pampering, who wants to feel safe in his hands, tell him. Because if you don't tell him, he might think he's loving you the right way, kumbe there is something lacking. And besides that, we have needs as individuals. Maybe you're this kind of person that needs some privacy. You need alone time alone, you alone. Let him understand. Tell him, I love you so much and I know you love me, but I need to spend some time alone. Make him understand. Other than him being on you all the time, he thinks that's what you want, because maybe that's what some people might want. So instead of him just thinking and doing something that will end up irritating you, let him understand that his presence, long time presence, does not make you feel comfortable. And then finally, each other's family. Talk about your family. How much do you want him to be into your family this time as you're dating? Make him understand. How do you feel when he gets so closed, when he gets so attached to your sisters? There are people, for him, if you finally agree to date him, because he loves you and he loves you so much, so he thinks that by loving your family back, it makes you happy. Yes, maybe you want him to love your family, but not too much. Maybe you want him to speak to your family, but not so, not all the time. So instead of him being so free and close to your sisters, something that would offend you, make it clear to him. Tell him, I have no problem you talking to my siblings, and in fact I would love you to be close, to be friends with them, but I want you to have a limit, because we are not in the spirit, we are humans. So there are certain things we cannot understand, we can't think of unless you tell us. So instead of you seeing your partner smiling with your sisters, laughing with your sisters, you're there and he's like, I was talking to Jennifer, I was talking to you're like, he's talking to him. He spends time speaking with her. What for? What is that they be discussing? For him, he knows this is family. For you're there thinking about stupid stuff. So instead of you creating room for that, let him understand. And then you're my partner. Make me know. How do you want me to relate with your siblings? This cross cuts across both, as in both sides. Let me know how you feel, maybe being close to your sisters, maybe being close to your brothers. As simple as that. And then we'll have a happy relationship. That's all I had for today. And so thank you so very much for your time. And thank you so much for those of you that have subscribed. Please, if you've not subscribed, go and unsubscribe. Bye-bye.